Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Fox News host Greg Gutfeld just shocked his audience with what he just said. Shocked me too. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, you guys know the ongoing trial in New York with Letitia James. And you guys know that what's going on with what Trump said about, well, if the economy crashes, I'd rather it happen under Biden than under me. And people in the media, the dishonest media, have said, well, Trump is rooting for the economy to crash. That's not the case. Trump was not saying that. He made it clear he was not saying that. What he was saying is, I prefer the economy. If the economy is going to crash, I don't want it to be me. I don't want to be Herbert Hoover. Okay? I want it to be under somebody else. I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't want that hanging on my head. He's totally right. Who would want that? And that was the point Greg Gutfeld was making when he gave the one condition on which he would actually leave the five. And I think it shocked his audience. I want to know if it shocks you as well. And I want you to leave comments on it and let me know what you think. Before I send you that clip, I want to ask you again to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It does really help us out. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Right now.
Yeah, there's a couple of stories. I mean, when you talk about these legal stories, a lot of people just zone out, especially when you're talking about, like, assessments.
Yeah.
It's like, generally, I was under the impression that assessments aren't things that you hide. That's why there's no victims. Everybody knows what you're doing, and it's an old thing that everybody, but nobody, the media doesn't understand it, and the viewers like, whatever. So an example, there was this is another example of a politicized legal system. A liberal, Democrat, stupid judge repeatedly asked the most absurd question to one of Trump's lawyers, and it exploded everywhere. He posited this ridiculous idea if a president would hire SEAL Team 6, right, to take out a rival. And Trump's lawyer is like, well, that's not really addressed in the Constitution, but there's a structure in the Constitution for impeachment and conviction for a president. And this biased judge just refused the answer and just kept spitting it out as though he were like a chanting protester. Well, what if it happened? Well, what if it happened? And it was such, the lawyer was like, this example, it's impossible. Right. Because, by the way, the SEAL Team 6, you don't just call them up and go, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take out Ron DeSantis. Okay, we better get our gear. So it became this hilarious circular argument. What if he did this? And then the lawyer goes, well, he would be impeached and convicted according to the Constitution. But what if they didn't? But they would. It was like the most ridiculous argument, and yet everywhere on the media it was Trump's lawyer says he could kill somebody. The media blew it up because they assumed that their audience only reads the headlines. They don't go any deeper, which is a complete violation of the trust. That's why nobody trusts the media. It happened again with on the cover of Drudge. It said Trump wants the economy to tank. Did you see that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What Trump said is, if the economy bottoms out, I hope it's before I'm in the office. That's what he said. But the media ran with it, saying like he wants the economy to crumble. Let me translate this so the media understands it. The people who work in cable news. If the 5 ever gets a low rating, and I'm not saying it will, I don't want to be on that show, right? I don't want to be on that show. Now, I didn't say when the 5 gets a low rating, because it never does. But if it does, I don't want to be on the show. Does that sink into Joy Reid's head now? Oh, I get it. He was saying he didn't want it. He doesn't want it to happen. But if it does, before he becomes president. Now I understand.
Thank you for clarifying, Greg.
My pleasure.
And you're never on a low-rated show.
That is so true, Jesse. Even when I'm on your show, I carry that.
What about you, Harold?
So, as the judge knows, that this situation, the civil trial with President Trump, this was all about the penalty phase. He'd already been found guilty by this judge beforehand, which is, I assume, President Trump is going to appeal that as well as whatever the penalty phase might be here. 2, I never thought President Trump should have been disallowed to defend himself and to make the remarks he made.